Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Marriage, Politics, and Sports. Today, I bring you the divestment series number 23, divestment from the Democrat Party. And this time, Amber Rose has a message for the modern, free-spirited woman. And this is unusual for the RNC. And what we're seeing is the evolutionary, and what we're seeing is a woman evolve. That's what it really is. I say it's evolutionary, but a woman is evolving from a free-spirited, anything goes liberal. I don't know how much of that tendency she still has, but she sees something in RNC in Donald Trump that's worth fighting for, and she's putting her 24.3 million IG followers on the line to endorse him for president. And it seemed like she's not worried about losing those people. I haven't heard any big movement from her following, leaving her. So, and we'll see what happens in the future. But she's been on this track to endorse Donald Trump for a little while. So I think it's a smart move by the Republicans to say, listen, it's time to have somebody diverse other than just white men or white women talking about conservative values. Before we go further, let me let you hear her speak. I want you to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I have 22 other divestment from the Democrat Party videos on my channel. Feel free to go back through the history and look at some of those. And of course, I have another 58, Let the Women Tell It, in my series. And there's a lot of women saying a lot of great things about putting women back on track so there could be better helpmeets for the community, for the men they love, and for the children that they raise. So without further ado, we're going to play Amber Rose, and you're going to listen to the evolution of a woman. And before I go put that on there, for anybody who think that she has the right to say what she has, of course she does. And so do you. We all do. If we're voting American population, we all have a right to say what we want to say, because that's the First Amendment. Your vote counts. She only gets one vote. However, she moves 24.3 million people on IG and 3 point something million on X. And I don't think there's a lot of crossover between IG and X followers, or else she would have a whole lot more X followers. So let's just hear what she has to say, and you take what makes sense to you and put the rest on the shelf. But I give the RNC some credit, because it's about time they understand and realize that there's a browning going on in America. And when I say browning, that means everybody doesn't consider themselves lily white anymore. You know, and if you want your party to thrive, you have to be inclusive of all people. And as long as they have the same values, as long as they have some the conservatism that we require to move America forward, then you should be willing to hear it from anybody. And the one thing that I also want to say, that she left that tattoo on the top of her head for a reason. That emphasizes the point that, you know, she doesn't look like the rank and file Republican, or she doesn't look like a person that they would ever get an endorsement from. That's going to resonate with millions and millions and millions of people. You can bet, you can guarantee that. And on top of that, the chick is as articulate as hell. You know what I'm saying? So you know you're talking to an educated woman, no matter what her propensities, no matter what her proclivities. You know, she represents herself well. Anyway, without further ado, let's hear what she has to say.
Please welcome Amber Rose from South Philadelphia.
Hello, my name is Amber Rose. I'm a model and entrepreneur. Thank you. But most importantly, I'm a mother. My whole world revolves around providing for my children, keeping them safe, and giving them an opportunity for a better life. That's something that unites all American parents. Whether we're Republicans, Democrats, conservatives, or liberals, we all want a better country for our children. But I'm here tonight to tell you, no matter your political background, that the best chance we have to give our babies a better life is to elect Donald Trump President of the United States. Now, you may be wondering why I'm up here telling you this. I'm no politician and I don't want to be, but I do care about the truth. And the truth is that the media has lied to us about Donald Trump. I know this because for a long time I believed those lies, so I'm here to set the record straight. The first person I knew who supported Donald Trump was my father. I was shocked. My entire family is racially diverse, and I believed the left-wing propaganda that Donald Trump was a racist. My father said, "No, he's not, Amber. What are you talking about?" And when I insisted, he said, "Prove it." So to prove my father wrong, I did my research and looked into all things Donald Trump. People have to do their research. I watched all the rallies, and I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. It's all love. And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I belong. So I let go of my fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of getting attacked by the left, and I put the red hat on too. Thank you. Love you too. I never felt more free and more love for my country than I do now. I want to thank my father, who's in the audience tonight, for opening my eyes. He served over 20 years in the U.S. military. Thank you for your service, Dad. Where's he at? I love you, Dad. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you. When I met the president and Melania for the first time, he was kind and generous and funny as hell. Very funny. The First Lady was gracious and smart with a smile that will brighten up any room. If you're watching this tonight, you know our country is in trouble. Just like me. When you go to the store and buy food for your family, you're shocked. When you fill up your gas tank, you're pissed. I know I am. And when you turn on the news, you are just exhausted. Inflation is out of control. And you know in your heart it was not like this under Donald Trump. My message to you tonight comes from a humble place. The left told me to hate Trump, and even worse, to hate the other side, the people who support him. When you cut through the lies, you realize the truth. American families were better when Donald Trump was president. We were safer, wealthier, and stronger. A vote for Donald Trump is a vote to put money back in our pockets and good food on our kids' plates. Yes. Or, as Trump would say, it's a vote to make America great again. Thank you so much. Thank you.
let me stop that right there. I like what she had to say. Um, I like the part where she honored her father, his service to the country, the fact that they still have a relationship after the things that she's done in her life. He didn't abandon her. That says something about him because I know he couldn't be pleased with the slut walk. Most fathers wouldn't be. But anyway, if her father could accept her back, if the RNC could realize that she could evolve into somebody who could speak for them to talk about what, from her perspective, what's better for the country, who are we to use her past against her? I know I'm not. But anyway, I think this was a good referendum because she did mention, whether you're gay or straight, and we don't really uh, associate the Republican Party with gay folks, but there are conservative gay and lesbian women and men who believe that the Rainbow Coalition, the Rainbow Party of people who are trying to tread on other folks' rights have gone too far. There's enough evidence of that if you listen to some of them speak, and then you know the kind of things that they're against. And I don't have to go through that here, but that's just one aspect of it. We all want to have a safer country. We see that DEI is destroying the safety and fabric of our country as well. We saw evidence of that all over the media. I'm not just saying it about the leader of the Secret Service, who's more concerned about putting more women in the Secret Service as opposed to the excellence of the service itself. So there's people calling for her to step down. I don't have to be one of those voices, but you choose. This November, we're going to have a choice. We're going to have a choice of the party of anything goes, the party of lowering standards so everybody can participate, the party of trying to force equal outcomes for everybody, which goes against the rule of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Nobody's guaranteed outcomes. None of us. We can only pursue our own happiness and our own success based on our merits. And any system that tries to change that by just giving people stuff is a system that is destroying the fabric of our country. So we got to go back to some conservative values. I'm all for that. So let's let's see what happens in November. This should be an interesting rest of the year. Thank God all of America dodged a bullet figuratively, and there's no pun intended. We all did. We all felt it. We all knew that that wouldn't have been the best for America. I don't care what side you're on. So thank God that the hand of the Lord is still with us in some respects, no matter how much we've tried, so many Americans try to deny it. Anyway, our pain, marriage, politics, and sports. Over and out.